I'm Jim Check.
I'm Kayla. I was gonna say, how can you not dance to that?
It's a great beat. We haven't. It's been a while since we've done something. I was in Vegas, and then you were sick for a bit.
Yeah, I went to Big White.
You went to Big White.
Enjoying this lovely
like
weather
the snow, the snowflakes. Yeah. How was Big White?
It was good. Yeah. It was. The snow was good on 5 of the 6 days, so that's not so
wow.
bad.
So you're up there for a while.
Yes. Yeah. For a whole week. My family. Yeah. And how was Vegas?
Vegas was like really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the CES. I went to the CES. Lots of really cool. Lots of robots. Robots and everything. Robots, everything,
Did you
robots.
Get some pictures of you with the
Tons
robots?
Optimus wasn't there. Tesla's robot wasn't there. Nor was there any Teslas there.
That's annoying.
I think there was a Cybertruck there for something else. You know, they use it as advertising, but there was no. There wasn't a lot of vehicles there. Period.
Okay.
In general, there was some, I guess, vans and stuff like that. Some people movers and that, but lots of like robots from like agricultural robots to airport type robots to like home type robots, like the what do they call that vacuum that goes around?
The Roomba.
Roomba.
Yeah.
But tons and tons of variations of the Roomba. Even window cleaners, robotic window cleaners.
Like for your house, like residential, or for
wow. To clean your windows. Who likes cleaning windows?
People are thinking up great things these days. Yeah, that's amazing.
I don't know how often you clean your windows, so I don't know.
I don't. Yeah, no, maybe not often enough. I didn't realize there was a gap in the market for that.
So we're going to talk about Tesla today and the big launch series. The Model Y, the refresh is finally here, and it's available almost all over the world at once too, which is unusual because the Model 3 took a while. So there's a picture. It looks similar though, right? New tail, right?
I really like the back end.
Yeah, so the tail light is kind of different too, and it's a projection type tail light.
Oh.
So it's kind of like interesting when you see it. I mean, we'll see when we play the video. Yeah, so the tail light is kind of interesting. The full tail light on the back.
I really like that. I really like that.
I think we have a cabin shot here. So very similar to the Model 3 refresh.
So they still went with the horizontal.
Yeah, and then the front screen and also a back screen.
Okay,
right,
I can kind of see that.
Yeah, so the Model 3 has that now.
Beautiful.
As well.
And you ordered one.
Well, I did. I put my deposit down, and it says deliveries begin in March.
Yeah. Well, let's hope it's fast. Well, actually, March is not around. It's around the corner.
It's around the corner, but who knows what's going on with all these tariffs, right?
Yeah.
We have a video to play, and we'll get a front. The front end of it looks very much like the Cybertruck.
Okay. Well, we like the Cybertruck look.
Yeah.
Not
I love
everyone
the Cybertruck.
does, but
I do.
we like it.
Yeah. There's a lot in town now. I see tons.
I like to count them now. Like what's that called? When you're paying attention to something.
Right.
More.
I can't remember what it is, but you notice it once you start seeing them, right?
You do every time. And so I've seen like 5 or 6 on my drive to work every morning, and I'm counting them out.
And we got the video.
I really like the front. That's really nice.
So it starts out all futuristic and then just kind of goes all 50s on you. Right?
Yeah, I love that. It catches your attention though.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not paying attention.
I get it. I do love it though.
Yeah. No, of course.
So the launch series is out. That's the only model available right now, and it's a long range variation, a variation of the long range.
Okay.
It is more money, but the more money is because of the additions to it. So it comes with full self-drive.
Yeah. Which is great.
Yeah. So and you get unlimited options. So it kind of prices out to about the same. I think it's about 20 grand more than the what the other price is going to be. But if you add full self-drive, and if you add the paint coloration, and if you add the seats, and if you add the tow hook and stuff like that, I think it works out to about the same, right? So.
Okay. Well, I really like the front. The
Cybertruck look, right? The Cybertruck look, and the Cyber cab look, right? So I think that's what they're kind of going for now. Is that that thin headlight across the front.
And it's not going to get old
No.
fast because, like, even our cars, I feel like for me anyway, I've had mine for a long time now, and I don't feel like it's gotten
Dated.
old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Because
Yeah.
like even so, like I've driven a Model 3, the refresh.
Mhm.
There's not much difference between your Model 3
No.
and that one. I
No.
mean, there's a light bar inside, like a pinstripe lighting, which you could put in yourself.
And I think they
guess. The screen in
changed
the back.
The dash.
Very
the
little,
wood?
but yeah, from wood to like an Alcantara.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you could do that too.
I could.
You
yeah.
could just go on Amazon
If I
and you
knew
could
how to do
order an Alcantara thing. You
Yeah.
could do it. But the
Yeah.
look is very similar. The light bar is a little different. Not a lot of change even in range on the new Model Y versus the older one.
I
think
like that they do that.
10%,
It's just, like,
only
small.
maybe 10% change.
Wow.
A little bit in power and a little bit in range, but not
Not a huge amount.
Not where you're
Yeah.
getting FOMO.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
To get a new one, which is nice. That's a pro, but a con from a business perspective, I guess, because you want people to want the newest version of everything that you have. But if it's not that different, I haven't seen a reason other than capacity-wise from the 3 to the
For the Y, for you, just the bigger
Exactly.
cabin, right?
exactly.
So,
Yeah, that's the only for me would be my pro.
yeah, and I think the size is I mean, it's very similar in that way too. And I think now the new Model Y, it has walk up the trunk. As soon as you walk up to the
cool.
trunk, you know, the doors open
Neat,
when you're,
yes,
yeah, so it has
neat.
walk up
Yeah.
for the trunk to open.
And now that I have a dog, because I got a dog,
I
that's
heard
new.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been having a hard time.
How big is the dog now? You got like
She's 23 pounds. So
Yeah.
she's super cute, but like she'll get bigger. She's going to be like probably 60 pounds. And putting her in the back seat versus, in the very
because you can
back
lay
of
your
the
seats
SUV.
down too, can't you?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not as, I mean, they do go flat, but it's not as nice as just being able to put them
Like in the Model Y or
Yeah,
something.
in the
Yeah,
Y in
because
the
of that.
back.
Because there is
Yeah.
that bridge or whatever.
Yeah, and
that
then they've
goes
got
across
that
the trunk,
mat
right.
in the very back, so if you got muddy paws and things like that. So,
Mm.
yeah, those are the first world problems.
Yeah, so once we get the Model Y, once we get it here, we'll take it for a drive.
We should, yeah.
Because hopefully we're
Yeah.
one of the first people to get it in Kelowna. But
I think if you ordered it early enough, you'll.
I did.
Yeah.
But-
And do you still have to go pick it up, or will it be available?
I don't think the dealership's open yet.
No,
so
so-
yeah, so I'll have to go get it.
If it's delayed, when does the dealership open? Do we know yet? They
It's
haven't
supposed to be the
given any
spring.
updates.
I thought it was supposed to be spring. We should
Yeah.
check on that for
I
sure.
would be interested to see. Yeah, because now you'll still have to go there and pick
You
it
drive
up.
by, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
can't really see that much from.
Yeah.
from
You have to
the-
drive really close by.
Yeah,
You have to go off the road.
Go off. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
No, the Las Vegas was good though too. Like really good. Like I think lots of
Did
really
you
cool
learn
things.
anything?
Yeah, I think just that again that there's so much in AI coming. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that transformation will be really quick. I mean, in the Tesla world, sounds like June will be the first launch of full autonomous driving
Wow.
in Austin, Texas.
Wow.
I used it this
Incredible.
morning in the
Yeah?
snow.
Yeah.
No problem.
Just self-driving, like the.
Full self-drive,
Yeah,
supervised,
Yeah.
and
supervised, yeah.
it went slower.
Interesting.
It went, and I
It was,
thought
like,
I wanted to test that.
cautious?
Yeah, so typically it goes 10% over the speed limit
Yeah.
because
it
that's what
did.
you set it for.
Yeah.
It actually went 10% below the speed limit in the snow.
Interesting.
So it
I
was like
haven't done
it was
in
a
the snow. I'm
cautious,
too nervous.
cautious snow driver.
Yeah, that's good though, because it gives people the confidence.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Like
if
it-
everyone did it, this is what our point was last time.
save
if
some
everyone
lives.
did it, save some lives.
You should have seen. I don't know. Do you see the carnage in Carnage in Calgary on the number 2 highway there?
Yeah, and I've been watching what's happening in Vancouver. They don't
Yeah,
know what to
so
do with all
Like
the
there must
snow.
have been like a 50-car pileup or whatever, right?
No,
So
terrible.
I don't know if
And
that
Victoria, I heard, got a lot of snow.
did they. So
Yeah.
that must have been
They're not prepared.
a wreckage down
They're
there
not
too,
prepared.
right? Because a lot of people don't understand
yeah.
snow, right?
No,
so
they're
or
not
that
prepared.
they don't have good tires. So
Yeah, but that's unfortunate in Calgary. They get snow.
yeah, it seems like that number 2 every year though. It's just like people think that you still drive 130, 140, and then the driving that fast isn't usually that bad. It's the stopping,
Yeah.
right? When
Yeah,
somebody
from
stops,
that fast, yeah.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
just doesn't stop. It just
It just keeps going. Yeah.
and you're lucky probably there if you go into the ditch because they're big wide ditches, not like in BC where you go in a ditch
yeah.
and maybe 200-300 feet to the bottom, whereas in Alberta you have those big long swales. So you're probably lucky to go in the ditch as opposed to plowing in the back end of the vehicle.
Yeah, coming down from Big White, we were noticing people were a little bit more timid coming down the hill, and even people were just going off into the snowbank if they started to slide because they'd rather go into the snowbank than go into oncoming traffic.
Another advantage of driving a Tesla is you have regenerative braking, so you're not braking a lot where a lot of people are braking, so you're just letting off the gas.
Yeah.
Letting off not the gas, but letting off the accelerator.
Yeah, and that does work really well because I live on like a big hill in Lake Country, and it does work really well coming up to a stop sign. Although I did notice like a few times now, the defrost mode is really coming in handy. I don't know if they've like
made it better?
Yeah. I don't know how it would be possible for my car, but I've just noticed that it's a little bit quicker.
I put it on like before I go out in the morning. I go out pretty early, like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, you do. I was thinking about you this morning. I was like, well, where with all the snow?
So I just, and it's like 2 minutes before I go out. I just hit the fan thing, and I don't have it on a timer or anything. And usually by the time I'm out there, it's blowing heat.
Wow.
And
so it is quite fast.
It is really fast because I remember my truck like got a 1-ton diesel, and I could run like command start it for 10 minutes, like have it run, and it still takes about like 12 minutes to get to work. It'd still be not blowing heat by the time I got here.
That is
because you have to warm up that massive motor before you start getting heat.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Tesla, it's heat comes from a heater.
Immediate,
Yeah, just like almost like a space heater, right?
Yeah, which is great.
And when that fan's on defrost or whatever, that thing is like, holy cow. It's like you open the door and you just get blown out, right?
I know. Yeah, it's fast. That's the only thing I would like is like because I know the back windshield, this is a first world problem too, but the back windshield does have the defrost, but then you still end up getting a bunch of snow into your trunk. I don't know if you ever noticed that when you had your 3, but
I didn't.
Yeah, when I open the trunk,
because it spills in.
So I'm like,
I guess don't open your trunk.
Don't go in your trunk.
Or clean off the vehicle.
Is what we've learned. Yeah, or do that. But with defrost mode, I rarely ever take the snow brush out. I just
it kind of like cleans it off pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So I know that just to be fair, my daughter has an X, and she says that she definitely sees less range in the colder weather. She charges more often, right?
She's from Alberta, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But she's here though, driving it.
Yeah, she's driving it here. Yeah.
Yeah, but she definitely sees that she has to charge more often. Right?
I could see that, but how much more, really?
I don't know. She just says more often.
Yeah.
I don't really notice the difference. I notice more if I'm like accelerating from the lights because you leave the lights pretty quick, right?
Yeah, me too. Yeah. But I do find that because Elon does say to just always be charging, like
in the wintertime, just always be prepared, right? Like a Boy Scout.
Exactly.
Or a Girl Guide.
For me, so then I don't really notice because I just plug it in right when I get home and I don't notice.
Oh, so you automatically plug it?
Yeah,
I think I plug it in about once a week or something like that.
See, right? I don't push it like that. I don't know. I have range anxiety. So when it starts to
do you have a level 2 charger or just
a regular?
Oh, so so that's why, because mine will charge like in 3 or 4 hours.
So then you're not really concerned. I just have range anxiety because then once I see it starting to get down to about 20%, I get nervous, even though that could take me to town.
Do you run yours on percentage or kilometers?
I run it on percentage. Do you run it on kilometers?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I want to see how far I go. You know what I mean?
That makes
I'm not sure about
sense.
percentage, so.
It doesn't need to be an iPhone
because do you measure like in percentages? Like I need to get to wherever. How many percentages is that?
I don't know. Yeah.
My son does the same thing though. He does the same. Yeah, he does what you do. He does the percentage, and I ask him too, and he's like, I don't know.
Now you can just click right on the battery and change it.
You know why I think you do it and why he does it?
Why?
Because the iPhone shows you that.
That's what I
think it's the iPhone, right? You feel more comfortable with it.
I do.
Yeah, you're just like.
But then again, I treat it poorly because 20% can get you quite far.
Yeah.
So
20% would be like, let's say on a 400-kilometer thing.
Yeah.
Be 80 kilometers.
So there you go. So you don't need to think about it poorly if it's 20%. So I don't know.
Do you run Sentry mode all the time?
No, I don't. No. Yeah, I should.
Because that eats battery. Because I know Kent he went on vacation to Mexico and he says his battery was like because you get on the app notifications, his battery was draining. I said turn off Sentry mode.
Yeah.
And then he did, and it's just like, it doesn't even drain it at all. That
funny thing about Sentry mode, I had it on when I was parking in a driveway backwards, and when it snowed, it would go on constantly, and then the
Oh, yeah.
lights would blink.
Yeah, because they
And-
flash.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
now they kind of I don't know if you've noticed this, but they kind of dim. Like
do
they get a little bit bright and then they
Hmm.
dim, so it's no longer like a flash.
Like the laser beam thing.
Yeah, because
Huh.
the flashing I noticed. But anyway, it would go off all night long. I'd have like 200 events or something
wow.
crazy in the morning, and my neighbor eventually complained.
He's like, what?
They were like, "Why are you?
What's with
flashing?"
your car?
Yeah, why is your car flashing
not
its
me.
lights at me all night?
It's a stupid car.
Yeah, luckily they didn't.
Or smart car.
Yeah, luckily they never really noticed. But in the mornings they'd get up and they're like, "Kate, why is this car continually flashing us?"
I know there were some updates too that came with the latest update, and
Yeah.
you know some of those are like a new light show. I don't know.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah, I
Is
haven't
it
either.
cool? We should record it for.
I still haven't even tried ASS,
Hmm.
Actual Smart Summon. I haven't tried it yet. Have you?
I did that one time that we talked about it in the mall parking lot. It didn't work as well as I would.
Supposedly there was
hoped.
a fix in it too, so
Oh, okay.
it'll
So
be worth
I
trying
haven't
again.
tried it since
Yeah,
then.
I haven't tried it yet.
No.
either. I've done the automatic parking though now.
Yep, I
Where you
like
pick
that.
the parking
I
thing.
love
and you just
that.
pick the thing and just press the button and it does the steering wheel. for
And you pick the parking spot. I don't know if that's the same for other vehicles, but you can pick the specific
Yeah.
parking spot on the screen, which is I
Yeah,
think
it's kinda
unique,
cool.
but that could not be unique at all actually, and everyone has that.
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna wait the Model Y. We'll see when that comes in. But that's all we're gonna talk about today is that Model Y refresh. They call I think it's the Juniper, right? That's the code name that people
is
have
that
been
what they're using?
Yeah, Juniper.
Oh,
I think was
huh.
that right? Yeah, I think it's Juniper.
Love it.
Because what was the Model 3 refresh? There's a code name for that one.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Slips
don't
my
remember.
mind right now. Anyway,
I'm just thinking about juniper berries and gin now.
there you go.
Oh,
we
it's
we
like-
do thank you for watching Tesla Talks.
That was good.
Nice
Got
and
some
quick.
laughs in that one. That's good. That was a good laugh.
Yeah.